Hello everybody, and let us continue in this video with the question answer sessions on biology, ICSE 7th grade, and the name of the chapter is respiration in plants and animals. So in the previous video I had covered some questions, and now in this video I'm going to continue with the same. So the next question in the line goes is this one. Now before I start with the question answer session, I will have to do some adjustments. Okay, I'll have to shift this slightly to the right because uh, yeah, this I'll have to keep on doing. Okay, fine. So far, good. Now, next question in the line is: do the plants respire all the day and night? Okay, do this is the question we are doing. Okay, this one, right? Do the plants respire all day and night or only during the night? Now, this is a very tricky question. Now, in my concept videos, I have mentioned a point regarding this that the plants, they respire, okay, even during the day and the night, okay. But then people say there is a saying or there is a observation, okay, which says that during the night, the plants, they give out oxygen, and during the day they take in carbon dioxide. Fine. Now some people, they believe that this respiration being taking in of oxygen and releasing out of carbon dioxide, this happens only during the night in the case of plants. Okay, that's what many believe. Okay, and during the day, because the plants take in carbon dioxide and give out oxygen, that is for the photosynthesis process, so they believe that respiration is not taking place during the day. Okay, so there's a mix of it, but then the answer given somewhere in the book is the plants respire only during the night. Okay, and so I'm going with the answer of the book. Okay, and the answer says that the plants, they respire. So I'll write the answer: the plants respire only during the night time. Only during the night time. Okay, now because because in the night only, in the night they can take in now oxygen and release carbon dioxide. Okay, now this is the reason, why people say that during the night time, one should not stay nearby any plant, because a lot of carbon dioxide will be given out by the plants, and indirectly we will be inhaling that carbon dioxide if we are anywhere close to the plant. Okay, so this is the reason given in the book for this particular answer. Okay, for this particular question, and I'm going by that answer only. Okay, but according to me, it should be, the respiration should take place throughout the day and night, because I don't find any reason why it should not happen during the daytime. Okay, stomatoes are always open during the daytime, and stem and leaves, they can take in oxygen, they can release carbon dioxide even during the daytime, although photosynthesis process goes on. Okay, so anyways, this question stands a bit doubtful, but then this is the answer that I go with. Okay, next question is: what happens to the energy liberated during respiration? Now, what will happen to that energy? Obviously, that energy will be used by the cells for carrying out various functions, that is known as metabolism, isn't it? So the answer to this question is very simple again. What happens to the energy liberated during respiration? So the answer goes this way: the energy liberated during respiration, the energy liberated or released during respiration is used in carrying out carrying out various life processes. Various you have seen in the beginning, I had told you about the seven life processes, the important life processes. Okay, so in carrying out these various life processes by the cells, this energy released in respiration is used. Okay, uh, uh, and how it is used, this energy released, okay, is in the form of ATP molecules. Okay, so this energy is stored up in the form of ATP molecules. Okay, and these ATP molecules, which are stored up in the body, the in the which represents energy. It is used not all at once. Okay, so as and when the energy is needed, these ATP molecules are released and it is used. Okay, so energy is very wisely used by the uh, any organism. Okay, so it is used for carrying out mainly this various life processes of the cell, right? So that's the answer for this particular question. And next question is, in order to carry out photosynthesis, what are the substances that plant must take in? Also mention their sources. Okay, so we did a previous in the previous question somewhere we did this gave answer to this question as well. So there are some four things which are needed. Okay, so I'll write down what are the substances that the plant must take in. So number one is first of all carbon dioxide. Okay, and the source also I'll write. The source is from the atmosphere, isn't it? Or you can say from the air. Second is it needs water, and this is taken from the soil. I'm mentioning the source also because in the question it is asked. Also mention their sources. So carbon dioxide and water are the main two sources. Okay, the main two components or substances required for photosynthesis, and the sources also I have mentioned. The third important is chlorophyll. Chlorophyll. Okay, without chlorophyll, photosynthesis is just impossible. Okay, chlorophyll, the source is nothing but the cells in the leaf of the plant. Okay, and the fourth and the most important is the energy. This energy which is needed by the chlorophyll, okay, for photosynthesis to prepare the food, that is glucose, okay, is obtained from the sunlight. And that is why it's very important that for photosynthesis there should be enough sunlight. Okay, so that's the answer for the question. And let us move on to the next one. Yeah, now this is the next one. Yeah, I have to move these questions to the right slightly because I've seen in my recordings, okay, a part of the questions are getting uh, hidden on the left hand side margin. Okay, fine. So let us go for the next one. Next question says, it's a long question. What is the role of chlorophyll in photosynthesis? Okay, now answer is very straightforward. Chlorophyll is very important in the photosynthesis process, and the reason is this particular pigments. I'll start with the answer. This pigment called chlorophyll, chlorophyll is very important as it helps in absorbing the sunlight. Okay, which provides the energy required for the photosynthesis. Okay, photosynthesis is a chemical reaction and it requires a certain amount of energy for its forward uh, reaction. Okay, so for the photosynthesis reaction to be completed in the forward direction, energy is required, and this energy is uh, you know uh, the source of this energy is sunlight. Okay, but then sunlight को absorb करने के लिए there should be something, and this chlorophyll is that something which is very essential in absorbing the sunlight. Okay, and that's the reason the process of photosynthesis occurs inside the chloroplast of the leaf. Okay, and this is why chlorophyll is so important for photosynthesis. Okay, right. So that was the answer to this question, the importance of the importance of chlorophyll. And now coming to next one. Next question is, do plants need oxygen? If so, what is its source? Now, plants do need oxygen. Okay, so let me write the answer. Yes, plants do need oxygen because they also have to undergo respiration. Okay, since they are living organism, isn't it? Plants are living organism, and we have studied all living organisms. They need to perform respiration for the sake of energy, and plants is not any exception. So plants need to take in oxygen, which is required very much for respiration. So the answer is yes. And what is its source? So obviously the source is, if it's a aerial plant. Okay, so if the plant is exposed to air, then air is the source of oxygen. Okay, and if the plant is in water, then also, you know pneumatophores pneumatophores are responsible for taking in the oxygen. Okay, Fine. So if the plant is in the water, okay, pneumatophores, as I have discussed earlier, these are the breathing roots. They always come above the water level. They rise from the water level above. They come above the water level, and that is how the oxygen from the air is taken in by these pneumatophores in the plants, which you find in the water. Okay, so that's the answer. Now, apart from this, uh, there's one more thing. uh, from air to you get the oxygen. There's a photosynthesis process. Okay, in the photosynthesis process also, oxygen is released as a product, isn't it? So this oxygen can also be used uh, by the plants for respiration. Okay, fine. So that's the answer to this question. And even the plants use the same oxygen in the dark for their own respiration. Okay, so as I told you, this particular question that plants do not respire during the night, that is somewhat doubtful, because this oxygen which is released during the photosynthesis can be used for respiration during the night time. Okay, so there's no such a solid reason that plants do not respire during the night time. Okay, anyways, this is the answer to this very question. Let us move on to the next question. And the next question is, what is external respiration? Okay. Oh, yeah, this is that question. What is external respiration? So, external respiration, we have already discussed what it is. It is also known as breathing. It's a physical process, etc., etc. So, let us write down the answer to this question. What is external respiration? So, the answer is this: external respiration, also known as breathing, okay, is a physical process of taking in, or you can say breathing in, oxygen rich air from the atmosphere and taking in, and you can say throwing out, throwing out carbon dioxide rich air back into the atmosphere, back into the atmosphere. Okay, so this is what external uh, respiration means. Okay, now next question is this one. What is the, okay, let me first bring it to the top. Yeah, all right, the equation showing the process of respiration. Okay, so the chemical equation that shows the chemical equation that shows or that represents respiration is this one. Okay, so let me write down C6 H12O6. This is your glucose. This combines with oxygen. Okay, and one molecule of glucose combines with 6 molecules of oxygen to give 6 molecules of carbon dioxide, 6 molecules of water, and some 38 molecules of ATP, which is nothing but the energy currency. Got it? So glucose combines with oxygen to give carbon dioxide, water, and energy. This is the chemical reaction representing respiration. So that's the answer for this question. Let us move on to the next one. The next question says, in what form is the energy released during respiration stored? Okay, so the answer to this is the energy released is stored in the form of ATP molecules. Okay, so the answer is the energy released during respiration okay uh, is stored in the form of ATP molecules. And let me write down the full form of this ATP molecules. ATP stands for uh, adenosine triphosphate. Okay, so that's a answer for this. Now let us come to this one. Name the 2 types of respiration. Obviously, the 2 types of respiration are uh, aerobic and anaerobic. Okay, now you should not get mixed up with this two types of respiration and 2 parts of respiration. Okay, the 2 steps in which respiration takes place is breathing and cellular respiration, and this is 2 types of respiration. So the 2 types are, number one, aerobic respiration, and second is anaerobic respiration. These are the 2 types of respiration. Next question in the line is, name the organ of respiration in fishes. Okay, so in the fishes you must have seen that the organs of respiration are gills, GILLS. Next is, what are the holes on the sides of the body of insects called? Now you know these holes at the sides of the body are known as spiracles. Okay, we are talking about insects like cockroaches and grasshopper, etc. So the answer is spiracles. Next question. Uh, the line is, answer the following one word. Okay, so you have to just give the answer in one word. Okay, good. So the question is, what is the what is the muscular sheet below the lungs called? Okay, so below the lungs you have a muscular sheet, okay, which is separating the chest cavity and the abdomen cavity, and this muscular sheet is known as diaphragm. DIAPHRAGM. So this is the one word answer. for that muscular sheet. Okay, now coming to all these are just one word answers, so it's easy to answer them. Yeah. Which organ is called the voice box? Okay, so the larynx, Larynx. Larynx is something which is known as the voice box. Okay. Now this is just below the pharynx. Okay. Larynx is just situated below the pharynx. Okay. But pharynx is not known as a voice box. It is the larynx which is known as the voice box. Which membrane covers the lungs? Okay. Now lungs is always covered by a double layered membrane. Between this double layer, you'll find some liquid. Okay, and this is just to prevent the lungs from any shocks. Okay, mechanical shock. And this membrane which covers the lungs is known as a pleural membrane. Pleural, pleural membrane. In fact, the liquid between these two between this two layered membrane is also known as pleural liquid. Okay, next question is, where does the exchange of gases take place? Now, the oxygen rich air is taken in from the nasal cavity. From the nostril, it passes through the nasal cavity, and then it passes to the trachea to the lungs. And at the bottom of the lungs, in the lower portion of the lungs is surrounded by n number of uh, circular air sac structures which are known as alveoli. So this is that place. Alveoli are the place where the exchange of gases take place. So the answer for this question, where does the exchange of gases take place? The answer is alveoli, and the spelling is ALVELOI. Okay, so there should not be any mistake in the spelling. ALVEOLI. When I say alveoli, it is plural. Okay, alveolus is singular. Okay, so this is the answer for this question. Moving to the next one. Yep, this is also one word answer, and this is also one word answer. Right, now coming to what is formed with oxygen, what is formed when oxygen combines with hemoglobin? Okay, so when oxygen combines with hemoglobin, a new compound which is formed is known as oxyhemoglobin. Simple, oxyhemoglobin. Okay, so when oxygen combines with hemoglobin, oxyhemoglobin is a new compound which is formed. And what is carbinohemoglobin? Carbon dioxide combines with hemoglobin to form carbinohemoglobin. Okay, so what is carbinohemoglobin? Carbinohemoglobin is carbon dioxide plus hemoglobin. That's the answer. Okay, so with this we end today's session as well, because already I've taken a lot of time, and we'll be continuing with this question answer sessions because there are many more questions to follow in this particular chapter. And that's all for today. Goodbye, take care all of you.